The time feels right for us to now look at how we can foster our producers to creatively collaborate with some of the best filmmaking talents in the region.
We're dealing with a lot of markets that are much bigger than ours. But the thing is, the challenge for us is how can our filmmakers make movies that can be accessible or can be accepted by audiences in the other Southeast Asian countries.
I think that a lot of untapped potential and lots of stories in Southeast Asia.
And I think after the announcement just of the fund, I received many emails and many calls from filmmakers that I knew from the region who had read about it and how they were excited to see how we can actually put our heads together and come up with something very strong that will have resonance in the region.
So in the past 15 years I have been making films. Only on 2 occasions I have been able to collaborate with neighboring countries. And I think it's because there is no opportunities, especially in terms of financing opportunities.
The Southeast Asian Co-Production Grant really is a way to give a boost and opportunities for filmmakers, storytellers from the region to collaborate with Singapore producers to realize these stories and bring these stories to our own Southeast Asian audiences, but also to the world.
I think the Southeast Asian Co-Production Grant will give us a very good chance to try and tap into more markets. We now can think of how we can work with producers, directors from across the region in telling better stories.
There will be a great impact with this new grant because it will be the first time that a Southeast Asian country will be offering such a grant.
Because I think a lot of times people tend to put the spotlight only on directors, but they don't realize that producers, they are the brains, the muscles, also the heart of any film. Even if it was offered 5-10 years ago, we ourselves may not be ready, but now we are.
So this is a good time for us to not just think about what we filmmakers are familiar with or what we Singapore filmmakers are good at. We should also think of what we think of trying to make good movies with other partners across Southeast Asia.
Take example from it so that maybe there becomes a grant that starts here in Singapore and maybe grow and the other countries will in their own way participate, with Singapore.
We are creating a very unique voice. I think that we are not afraid of talking about anything, especially things that we don't understand. And I have always believed that you create film to understand the world a little bit better.
My hopes for this grant is that in the years to come, right, we would be able to support great stories, great filmmaking talent from the region to make great content, make great film with us.
The Southeast Asia Co-Production Grant, introduced by the Singapore Film Commission, is the first of its kind within the region. It aims to support regional collaborations and create more made-with-Singapore content. To apply for the grant, the Singaporean producer must collaborate with another producer and director, both of whom must be of another Southeast Asian nationality. All candidates must have prior experience in producing film or television content that has been publicly screened. The grant will fund up to 50% of the qualifying cost of the production, with a cap of 250,000 Singapore dollars. There is a 2-stage application process. Interested parties can submit their proposal during the Call for Proposals phase. Projects selected at this stage will be invited to proceed to make an official application online. For more information, visit our website at www.imda.gov.sg/SFC.